now, I guess let's go ahead and get started on your new tunnel. A little bit of a tour. Slowly turning. Oh, starting to see stuff. Ah, there we go. This is our completed tunnel. This is the continent side. And here we are. You might notice it does look a lot cleaner than it used to. And here we are. Welcome to your new tunnel. It's got a very nice view. Spent a bit of time cleaning all this up, making it nice and pretty. We still get to keep the nice little checkerboard, chessboard pattern on the floor. I really like that. Plus, keeping it with stone instead of glassing the entire thing all the way around still lets us place blocks, because otherwise it would get very dark in here very fast. Let's see. We now also have our tunnel complete with airlock. Was very handy as I was completing these later portions of the tunnel. Love these things. Ah, fell off. Yeah, as I was getting further down, I noticed that if I needed to go out and fix something here or fix something around there, the only way out was way back out at our spawn house, and that was just way too far to walk to clean up some of the stuff over here at the continent side. Ah, there, you can see all the dirt and sand right up there, and the cow bouncing around happily. That was the creeper explosion. I cleaned it up a little bit. That was all originally sand. So yeah, this area, the creeper blew up, and I had a zombie just hiding right over there when I came back after respawning. So I replaced the glass, cleaned it up back up again, and we were all good. So, think we did a pretty good job with this, if I do say so myself. Yeah, it's starting to get to sunset. There are some things I wanted to show you guys out in the water, but I'm going to go ahead and wait until the sun rises again, because it just will be too dark even if I brighten it, and after in the editing process, if I don't have daylight helping out. So let's just go ahead and continue on the tunnel. This is the only part that I have currently left as cobblestone. This is the entrance to that little cave we found, if you'll recall, a few episodes back. I decided I'd leave it here, so that way, one, I'd know where the cave entrance was, and two, if we decided to go back in it, I didn't want to have to bust up smooth stone and then have to replace it again and over and over and over. Okay, moving on. Again, you can notice how nice and clean this all looks again. Yes, there's still mobs somewhere around here. Nasty mobs. Okay. Thought I fixed that. Alright, so you might be asking yourself, well, Nocturne, how in the heck did you get all this glass and smooth stone? And how'd you do that with just the two little furnaces you have up in the spawn house? Well, I'm glad you asked. I was thinking about that myself, actually, and I went down to the, well, let's call it the Minecraft store, and I started looking at some stuff. And I ended up coming across, well, let me show you. Something I like to call the Smeltmaster 5000. I was actually looking at getting the 3000 model, but then when I looked over at the showroom floor and I saw the 5000 with the torches on it, I knew I just had to have this one. It's been so handy. And look, it even comes with iron. Okay, not really. I found some iron while I was digging. We've gotten quite a bit of few supplies. I will explain this a little bit later, but just look how much I found. Very nice. Got lots of flint from using all the gravel doing the filling in the tunnel trick. And got some snow, but whatever. Okay, a few more changes. I have officially added a pressure plate. It was getting a little annoying. Think you guys may have been able to see that in the previous episode. And here, we have a new chest full of dirt. And that will be explained when I show you what happened outside. Lots of new trees and wood and wool, and here's the rest of our gravel. What's remaining, plus what I kept gathering while doing all the tunneling. See if I can get out here safely. I did add a little more light. Then you can see a little bit of something I did right here. hate it when the door does that. Anyway, I'm not really sure why I did this. I just thought it could use a little cleaning up, so I added this nice little, I guess, box of grass. Ah, yes. Collected sand from here. Lots of sand. There was actually a one little block of iron right here. I don't know about you guys, I think this looks kind of nice. I think the original reason I started this was I was tired of walking out the door and ending up on grass. I should switch to my sword. And so I put this out here so I wouldn't go sliding the second I fell off. And take a look at that. Doesn't that look really cool? That's our tunnel. You can see it goes all the way out. It looks great at night. Something you may have noticed also, given that it's dark, you might not have seen it too easily. I'll try and show you again in the daytime, but you may have noticed that, oh, there used to be more to the island here. Just a little bit more. We visited a few times when we were trying to figure out how far we had come with the tunnel. Used to be trees here too. Well, it all had to go. The tunnel needed light. And so it went. So yes, I will eventually try and smooth all this water back out, but for that we need buckets. And I didn't want to actually go and make any buckets off screen. I wanted to, I guess, share that with everyone. Show you guys how the infinite spring works also. And show a little bit of the smoothing on camera. So there are some things to clean up. It's not 100% done, but I think we can pretty much call this the completion of Phase 2. Phase 3 will be getting to the house, and Phase 4, well, that'll be a surprise. I have to keep a few surprises left for you guys. Let's try and see what this looks like at night underwater. A little dark, but you can definitely still see inside. It's really nice. Something I want to do later after we do some exploring, and hopefully we run across a whole bunch of pumpkins, is I want to add a few of them out here alongside the tunnel, just to kind of light up the bottom area. Maybe give it, well, give it a lot more light, so maybe we can finally see some of those new water mobs. I'm sure everyone knows what they are by now, but I'm still not going to go ahead and name them yet. I want it to be a surprise for anyone who doesn't know. And here we go, moving along the tunnel. Still think it looks really nice. Here you can see the airlock nice and easily. The door actually stops the water, so you can leave the door open or closed, but it just looks better closed. Something you might notice is that underneath each column here, I actually went and removed the block. I think it looked cleaner. Hope you guys agree. Anyway, I'm going to probably wait for morning and then show you guys what it looks like outside. Even though I'm waiting till morning, I will be brightening it. I might actually be brightening a lot more than I usually do, because usually my goal is to brighten it to the point that you're seeing in the same light level that I'm seeing when I play. But for this, I really want you guys to be able to see everything that was done outside. So, huh. That's weird. Oh well. Silly cow. Get out of the what? Oh well, too late. Poor cow. They've been doing that. They're silly. Alright. Once again, I will wait for morning and then show you guys kind of what I was doing outside. Okay guys, and good morning once again. I think it's about time I showed you what was going on here. Now, like I said, this will be extra bright for everyone. But you may remember well, you may or may not remember, but there used to be a lot more, well, everything around here. There we go. Need air. So, I decided that wouldn't it be nice if when you're walking around in the tunnel, you can actually see really far out? Ah. There we go. I decided it would be nice, so I went ahead and cleared a little space. Now, even when you're in the tunnel, and even during the day, you really can't see this far, but I figured why not. There we go. Yeah, some little tricks I also learned when I was doing this whole thing. You can actually go ahead and plant, let's see, what are these, sugar canes? Right here on the glass, for a quick little instant breath. Also, glass does actually create that nasty little current that ladders do in the underwater. But doing this is actually a nice quick little way of catching a breath if you guys need to when you're underwater. So, like I said, cleared quite a bit of space while I was out here. That's where all the dirt came from. I also... good, we made it up in time. Did a little bit of clearing on this side too. This side it's a little easier because I actually left the bottom level. So you can kind of see how far out I actually ended up clearing. Because I figured if we're going to be having all these lovely glass window walkways, then it'd be nice if we could actually see what was out here. So in some of these places out here is where I was thinking I'd put some of those pumpkins. Or actually I guess they'd be jack-o'-lanterns by the time we made them. So that's what I've been working on. There's a few other little things I could show you. As you can see, our hill has a few more trees on it than it did when we started. I believe it actually had none when we started, but that's where I've been keeping my temporary tree farm to generate charcoal. There's also been quite a bit of ice removed. It was just getting in the way. Very annoying stuff, especially when you're coming up to the surface and you don't entirely know it's ice, and you start to drown and you're like, oh, what's going on? Anyway, gathered a bunch of sand from here, sand from there. Don't think I went over there. Found this kind of funny. Just a little column of dirt right in the midst of all the sand. And you may have noticed, like I pointed out, all the clay. I was coming down here and I was like, ooh, sand, excellent. Let me grab up some of that. And then I just came across the biggest deposit of clay I have ever seen. So I cleared it all out, and this is the resulting, I guess, hole or depression from where all that clay was. It was a nice big little haul. So now we finally can actually make up some more bricks. So if anyone's got any good ideas for what we can use bricks for, let me know, and I'll see what we can do about actually putting them into place. The only thought I've had on them so far is to go ahead and maybe replace the floor of the tunnel with the brick. I don't know how that would look. Also, I don't think we have anywhere near enough clay. But it could look nice. It could look terrible. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys, what you want to see done with the clay. I think I already showed you all this. Now, I think that just about catches us up on everything. Yep. Got a bunch of extra smooth stone and glass. Guess that'll come in handy later. I think for now, we can just go ahead and get back to work on phase 3 of the tunnel and start digging our way back to the house. So I'm going to go ahead and head out there, and I'll meet you there in just a second. Okay, now that we are done with all the water fun, I think I can finally stop cutting out hours and hours of gameplay. Alright, back to it. You might notice the diamond pick has gone through quite a bit of use during the construction phase, but it has all been well worth it. I love using these things. We might have to go and pick up the other one before we're done, but I'm okay with that. At least we have a spare we can go pick up. And we are going to have plenty of cobble for our next construction project, whatever that ends up being. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's great. Add the light. Nice.